Hi and welcome back, friends. From here onwards, we have started our Python 3 course, and as in the previous two videos, we have introduced ourselves to the Python, that why do we need Python and why the Python has become so much famous in this era, and in the upcoming era also why it will be in demand. And we have also discussed that what are the career opportunities after learning the Python 3 programming language, and after discussing all these and getting motivated to learn Python, let's start our course. So what are we going to discuss in this video? So in this video we have covered the whole topic about the variables. So in this video we will be covering the variable part only, but in detail. Okay, so I will be discussing all the concepts involved in the variables with the help of examples, and I will explain you line by line. So let's start our video on variables, and stay tuned with me. So welcome back, friends. Now as this is the tutorial on the variable topic, so I'm going to save my file as var.py. So you can see I have my file in front of me as var.py. So before diving into the video, let's first discuss that what is variable. If you have learned some language like C and C++, then definitely you will be having a big knowledge about, a deeper knowledge about the variables, that what they are and what is the basic intuition to use the variables in the programming languages. But if this is your first programming language which you are learning, then don't worry, we are going to discuss the definition part also. So what is variables? So variable is nothing but it is a container where you can store many things like integer, string, floating point number, or anything. Okay, so variable is nothing but it gives you a container where you can store anything and in any amount. You can have as many as containers you want. And analog to this, what will be, you can have as many as variables you want. So now this is the definition of moving forward, how to declare the variables. So in Python 3, it is very simple to declare a variable in comparison to the other language like C and C++, because in the variable, in the Python language, you just need to declare the variable with some name, and you can store any type of data, either it be integer, string, literal, or floating point number, or anything you can store in the variable in the Python programming language. But in case of C and C++ language, you need to specify the data type that the compiler will say that, oh look, if you are defining the variable, declaring the variable, then please mention the data type also. So this is the case in C and C++ programming language, but in case of Python this is not the case. So how to declare the variable? So let's just start. So suppose you want to declare a variable whose name is x. So you just type x, and you want to store the value of 5 in your variable x or in your container x. So you just type x. You just write 5 here. So what has statement become? It has become x equals to 5. Okay, so make sure that you don't understand this as x equals to 5. No, it is saying that 5 has been assigned to the variable x. That means the 5 has been kept in the container x. Okay, now if you want to check that what is kept in the container at the latter point of the code, then you just need to use the print function like this, and you just mention the variable name, that, oh look, I am referring my print function to that variable whose name is x. That means I want to know that what is stored in the variable whose name is x. So for that I will write print x. Okay, so just save this code and have a new terminal here. And I will write just Python here. Okay, Python here, and var.py, which will be final. So you can see that 5 has been outputted in your terminal. Okay, so not only integers, as I have told you, you can also store floating point number like 5.6. You can also store string, but here you just note that if you are storing string, then this string should be inside either double quote or either single quote. Okay, so just say that you are writing hello here. Okay, now if you want to print the everything here, print x, y and z. So you just write separately print x, y and z, okay, x, y and z, and then save this code and again try and compile here and run the code. So you can see the output has given 5, 5.6 and hello, as we have declared 3 variables x, y and z which consist 5, 5.6 and hello. So you can see that variables in Python can store any type of data. We do not need to mention the data type in case of C and C++ languages. Okay, so this is why the Python language is somewhat simpler than other languages, other programming languages. Now, if you want to print this in a single line, then what you need to do, you just need to remove this 2 printf statements here, print statements, and you just try to give comma, then write another variable name and give comma, again write z. This will ensure that oh look, I am going to print the value stored in the variables first x, then y and then z. Okay, so let's save this code and run it here in the terminal. So you can see it has given output in the single line. Make sure that comma here indicates what, comma here indicates space. Okay, so let's see that what happens if you remove comma here. Okay, so just save the code here. So it will give a name error. So why? Because without comma it is considering whole xyz as a single variable name. That means it is considering xyz as if that it is a single name of some variable, not as a separate variable names. That means suppose I declare a variable as xyz as 0.0. So to check that, it will print 0.0 here. Okay, so just save the code, just do Python var. Okay, so you can see 0.0 has been outputted. That means xyz is considering here as the whole, as the name of a single the declaration of the variable, how to declare the variable and how to assign the values. I hope you have understood it. And now if you want to do in the command line also, so it is easy to do in the command line. You just type a first clear to clear all the thing, and then just type Python here. So here is the command line. So again, you want to declare the variable as x equals to 5, and if you want to print the value of x, then you can see it has given output as 5, and you want to declare as say hello. Okay, it's giving some errors. So yeah, hello, and then I'm going to do print here. What? Print y. So it has given output as hello. Okay, so this is how we can use the command line, which is easier. Okay, so from here onwards we will be using mostly the command line. Okay, so make sure that you become comfortable with the command line. You can also change the value of the same variable at any point of the time during your code. That means suppose I declare a variable as x equals to 5 here. Now I want to change the value of x equals to 6. Okay, now if you want to print the value of x, then it will give output as 6. That means it has changed the value of x from 5 to 6. Okay, so this is how you can assign, or you can change the value of the variable of the same variable at any point of the time during your code. Now how to assign the variables? To assign the variables, suppose I declare a variable as z equals to say z equals to what, 56. Okay, now I want to assign the value of z to x. So how I will do? I will write x equal to z. That means it is saying that, oh look, assign the value of z, or assign the value which is stored in the container name z in the container name x. Now if you want to print the value of x, then you will get 56. That means the value of z has been copied to the x also. Now if you want to print the value of z also, then it will give the same output, because in that container we have not removed that number. We have told the z that, oh look, you are having 56 as your number, then please share that 56 with the x also. Okay, So this is how you assign the variables. Now you can say from here, as it is 56, you can change this to 65. Now if you want to change the data type of the x as integer to say string, then you can do like this also. Say if you print as hello, then you can see it has given, yeah, so the value has changed to the hello also. That means you can switch from integer to string also at any point of the time. So this is how the assignment of the variables is done. Okay, now there are some rules for naming the variables, which we will be discussing in this separate video, because that is very important. Okay, so this is all about the variables